Hi guys, today this is going to be about You're More Than Your Job part 2. Now, you are more than your job. I sound like a motivational speaker. You know why? Because I want people to be successful. And I'm not a bad person. I know a lot of people say that, but obviously I'm not a bad person. Obviously, you can tell. Now, I want to say, this is part 2. You are more than your job. You are more than your job. You can do a 9 to 5. That's wonderful. That's perfect. But at the end of the day, are you happy doing your 9 to 5? Is it something you actually want to do? Is it something you're proud of doing? Like, okay, that's cool. But if you have a dream, then that's your motivation. If you have haters, I have people that hate and I don't give a F. Now, yeah, you are more than your job. Okay, you have a goal, you have a passion, you have a dream, you have a spirit, you have a soul for a reason. God did not put you in this planet for you to be someone's maid. And if you're going to be someone's maid, make sure you get some benefits off of that. Make sure you get a yacht. Make sure you be on a jacuzzi, on a freaking boat, on the freaking ocean that people feed you some delicious lobster and oyster on the freaking boats. Okay? On a freaking yacht. You know what a yacht is? It's like a big boat where people go on vacation or whatever, and they have a good time and they see the ocean or whatever. Okay? So you're not meant to be someone's maid. You're not meant to be someone's maid. You're not meant to be someone's maid. And working a 9 to 5, I know a lot of people do jobs that they don't want to do because that's what they have to do to like get it on. That's what they have to do to like, you know, get it on. So to like survive or whatever, and that's cool, that's fine, right? But just because you do your 9 to 5, it doesn't mean that you can't go for your dream and your passion. There's a way around it. Whenever you have your free time, focus on your free time. Focus on your free time. Whenever you're not busy, you start prioritizing things that are important. You start becoming a mature person, prioritizing things that are important for you. You don't go and ask other people, what should I do? No, you ask yourself what you should do. And if you have a dream and a passion, when you have your free time, that is a time where you take that time to do what you want to do. Trust and believe me. There's things that I do that people wouldn't understand. There's things that I'm passionate about that people would never give 2 years for, never give the time for. That's why I go hard, because I'm eventually I'm actually inspiring someone in this planet. It doesn't have to be 7 billion people that I have to inspire, that I have to motivate them to get on their butt to go for their dreams. As long as I'm helping somebody or helping myself, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Now, you are more than your job. You are more than your 9 to 5. I know a lot of people are depressed from doing their 9 to 5 because that's not the job that they want to do, and they're not getting paid enough for doing what they're doing. Like, they're not getting paid enough for putting all the hard work that they're putting every freaking day. So when people say that, oh, I'm talking to myself, or I sound embarrassing, good for you, because you're not doing what I'm doing. You're not putting yourself out there the way that I do it. So put respect on my name. Put respect on my freaking hustle. Huh? Exactly. So you're more than your job. Now, people who hate on me, they know to keep their mouth shut, because I am who I am, and you don't know what I've been through to be where I'm at, period, and I don't gotta explain it, period. So, girl, I'm assuming you're a girl if you're watching this, and if you're a guy, you better respect the goddess right here, period. Now, you are more than your job. You're more than your job. You're more than your job. So on your free time, I'm telling you, I'm suggesting you, I'm recommending to you to do something that you're proud of doing something that is not problematic to society. I'm not telling you to sell illegal substance. I'm not telling you to give people problems. I'm not telling you to start fighting other people. I'm not telling you to make arguments with other people, unless they try to make problems with you and you have to argue with them, but avoid doing that at all costs. I'm telling you that you're more than your job, okay? What that means is that you're not a maid. You have a soul, you have a passion, and if you have a passion, then you have a passion. And you don't have to explain to people why you want to be a singer, why you want to be a dancer, a professional dancer that dance on stage, with famous celebrities, or you might be like Le Twins. The twins are basically they're I don't know their names, but there are 2 guys who dance, and they're famous. They're famous dancers, and they're really good at dancing, and they can dance to a song that has no lyrics. It's just like soundtrack beat, right? They can dance to songs that have no lyrics, and they're famous, and they dance for Beyonce. They had a time where they danced on stage with Beyonce, and I think they dance for other singers or other famous people as well, but they're known for being dancers, right? So they're doing their dreams. I'm assuming they're doing their dreams, okay? Like they're dancing and they're having a good time and they're doing what they like to do, right? So if you're doing a job and it's your dream job, then that's wonderful. But if you're doing a 9 to 5, that's not your dream job, you know, that's not really wonderful, right? That's not really wonderful. So yeah, so you're more than your job. You're more than your job. So you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be successful. And everyone has their own way of success. Like everyone has their own aspirations, right? So your dreams is a direction, it's a guideline for you to go for what you deserve to become. If you're meant to be a doctor, you'll find a way to become a doctor, or like whatever, you feel me? So you're more than your job. So on your free time, I'm telling you, do your dream. On your free time, if you're meant to be a singer, start singing, start practicing. If you're meant to be a rapper, start rapping, start making rap songs, and start posting that on TikTok, Instagram, other social media that have people looking and watching for the new big thing, right? So yeah, put yourself out there. It's not easy, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it for you to go for your dreams. And most people who have dreams that are inspirational and not problematic. Singing is not really problematic, but some people might make it problematic because some people, when they're singers, they put a message behind it and they put the message that they believe in, right? And some people might not agree with it. But I'm telling you that you are more than your job, and it's time for you to go for your dreams. And you don't have to be where you want to be right away, but as long as you're doing what you're doing to be where you want to be at, you're okay. Or as long as you're doing something fun that you know that you enjoy doing, that can be your passion and that can be a way to get paid the legal way, then you're good. So you are more than your job. You're not a maid to your 9 to 5. Let your job think that you're a freaking maid, but like I'm telling you, you have your own plans to do something amazing. If your job can't appreciate the hard work you do, then you should do something that you appreciate of yourself. No one's gonna talk to you the way that I'm talking to you. Do something that you appreciate of yourself. Hey, I can sing, and when I start dancing, I know that I can dance, and I like that. Like me seeing myself dance, I like that. Me having people compliment me when I'm dancing, I like that. Like, you feel me? Some people don't even know how to dance. Some people, you can train them how to dance and they can't dance. And some people are dancers, but they're dancers in their own way, where they don't follow choreography, dance steps. They do their own dance choreography every time they dance to a song. There's people, you can train them so hard to dance with a choreography type of dance, and it will take so much time for them to do the choreography dance. But if you give them a song that they like, they start dancing so good without the choreography. That means that they're a good dancer. It's just that they don't really like, they don't follow choreography, right? They do their own dance steps as they go. As they feel the music, they start dancing the way they're dancing, but it's so amazing the way that they're dancing that no one can ever do the same, right? So yeah, you are more than your job. So on your free time, do something that you're proud of that can get you paid or noticed by the world. And fame is a way to get paid. Trust and believe me, in this generation, the more fame you have, you might get sponsors and commercials. Like, I don't know, like brands, L'Oreal, Maybelline, they might notice you. Like Nike, Puma, they might notice you, like, because you stand out, like, for real. And yeah, so you're more than your job. And I know what I'm talking about because I am more than my job. Your loyalty is your loyalty when you're at your job, but after your job, the loyalty, it don't have to be there. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what I'm telling you, but this is what happens when you're doing a job that you're not really a fan of, but you're doing it because that's what you have to do at the moment. Your loyalty, meaning what you do after your job when you clock out, is none of their business. If you start rapping in the subway train after your job, that's none of their business because they're not even paying you extra money for you to go really hard in the job. And like, yeah, it's your personal business. If you start rapping in a subway train after you clock out, that's not a problem. That's whatever. Like, As long as you do your job and your job, that's good. That's fine. Because I know some people are nosy when you do your job, your 9 to 5 job. A lot of people are nosy, especially when they know that there's something special about you. They want to know what you do after your job, and that's none of their concern. I don't care. I don't care, and you shouldn't care either. And you should be a bold woman. You should be a bold goddess. Meaning, don't let nobody step over you. You're made by God, and you gotta represent who God is. So you let nobody step over you. You go for your purpose, your dream, and be ambition. You don't have to be exactly where you want to be at right away, but as long as you're doing what you got to do to be there, you're good. Or as long as you're doing something that you're proud of, and if people don't understand why you have a passion, why you have an why you're doing your favorite activity, like painting, like dancing, like singing, if they don't understand that, who cares? F those people. You know, I have dreams. I have freaking passionate. I have passion that people, when I do it, people look at me like, oh, she's wasting her time. She's wasting her time doing that. Give me the look. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But when I become famous, when this girl you say she talking to herself become famous, you're going to look like a damn fool. You're going to look like a damn fool. And you're going to beg my publicist for me to even consider giving you a chance, an opportunity at the opportunity that I became successful in. I said what I said. A lot of people, they won't support you until you make it to the top, until they see the success from the outside. But the success starts from the inside. It starts from the inside. And it's something personal too. Success can be personal, meaning, hey, you want to become a motivational speaker? You don't gotta have a microphone. As long as you get your message in a way out there, you're good. That's the start. So you are more than your job. I'll repeat that so many times, but ain't nobody saying this. Ain't nobody saying what I'm saying. You're more than your job. That's why it's time for you to start inventing your dreams. That's why it's time for you to be the person you're meant to be. And God knows who you are. You know who you are. And you are meant to be who you want to be. Period. Like, yeah. I know what I'm talking about. So you are more than your job. So on your free time, I'm telling you, do something that you're proud of that can get you paid. It doesn't have to get you paid right away, but do something you're proud of, and eventually you can become paid at doing that. And you know why I mentioned being paid at doing what you're good at is because, you know, if it's time for you to leave the job that you don't want to do anymore, you're ready. You're prepared. You're prepared. And I want you to be prepared. I want you to have the confidence to do the dream that you want to do, your passion, your goals that you want to do, so you can be happy from the inside and outside. So your soul can be fulfilled, right? So your soul can be happy. Because a way to be depressed is doing a 9 to 5 that is not helping you, that is not bringing you where you want to be in, that is not giving you a purpose, a sense of purpose, a sense of appreciation, right? Because most 9 to 5, they won't even tell you that they appreciate what you're doing. They'll just expect you to do what you're supposed to do every freaking day. They won't tell you, oh, you're working well, you're doing amazing. They won't even give you a raise. It's rare for a 9 to 5 job to give you a raise, unless you have to really ask them and tell them why you deserve to have a raise, right? So F those people. You deserve to be where you want to be at, so you're more than your job. I'm more than my job. I'm more than my job. I don't give a F. Some people are meant to be basic. No offense. Sadly, it is what it is. But some people are meant to be greater than life. Some people are meant to be the star that they always wanted to be. Ever since I was a kid, I was a G. Hold on. The Weekends. Ever since I was a kid, I was a G. Hey. Na 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 na. All the people are looking at me. Hey. Yeah. Na 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 na. Hey. You see how happy I get? I'm more than my freaking job. The flip. You are more than a job. You are more than being a freaking employee. And if you want to be an employee, make sure you get the benefits from being an employee. There's so much things I can tell you to level up. But that's for another video, I guess. Because ain't no girl like me. Ain't nobody like me. And yeah, I said what I said, period. I don't gotta explain. You know it. You should know it if you don't know it, period. Now, you are more than your job. It's time for you to go for your dreams. And it's not too late for you to go for your dreams. You don't have to explain to people why you are ambition, why you have dreams, why you want to be the best at what you're doing. You don't have to explain to people why you know that you have a purpose that is more than a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 is great, but being who you want to be and being known for it and being paid for it is even greater. It's even greater. And when you go for your dreams, just know that it takes bravery, it takes work, it takes motivation, and it takes the will. If you have the will, if that's what you want, then you're gonna have it in a type of way. If you have motivation to be where you want to be, to be successful in your own way, trust and believe me, people will see that motivation. People will see that passion you have. And the passion, the motivation is something that no one can take away from you. It's something that no one can give you in a type of way. They can give you a little bit, but it's not something that you can buy in a store. It's internal. It's eternal, and it's internal, external, and infinity. You feel me? It has no limits. Your passion, dedication is the drive, is the motivation for you to be what you want to be and be the greatest at what you become. And people will see it from the outside or whatever, right? And yeah, and just know that you can always change careers. So you can be a doctor and you can be a singer, you can be a rapper and a doctor and a singer. Like, but not everyone is like that. Some people, they're specifically made for one thing only, right? But some people, the way their spirit and soul is set up is for them to be the best at this and the best at that, and it's a combination. That combination intertwined in their soul. See the way that I'm talking? Not a lot of people gonna understand what I'm saying, right? You gotta be a person who minds their business, a person who has a dream, a person who don't make problems with other people, or have the heart of not making problems with other people. Like, you just want to do your own thing, but at the same time you don't mind inspiring people, influencing people to be successful in a legal way, on a problematic way, being themselves, being happy, and influencing people, giving them the courage to go for their dreams, and not to feel that they're small, okay? Because doing a 9 to 5 can make you feel like you ain't got no purpose and you gonna do the same thing forever. Forever, you know? And you want to do what makes you happy. You want to do your dream passion, your dream job forever. You feel me? You see how amazing that is? So you're more than your job. And don't let nobody stop you from your potential. You are more than potential. You will go to the top. Because some people are like, oh, go for your potential. No. With your potential, you will become the most amazing person you will become. Like, you feel me? So that's another video for another time. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time. So do your passion. It can be on your free time. And you'll see how happy you'll be. Like, your spirit, your soul, you will notice that that's what you're meant to become. And you can always change your job or your career. So you don't have to be stuck at one place for a long time. If you want to be a singer today and then you're like, oh, I want to be a rapper because that's something that's more suitable for me, whatever. You know, do your thing. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing, because ain't nobody can do that. Period. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time. Bye.